Hey everyone, welcome back to the Den Fireworks. Today's video we are doing RDXplosion by Raccoon Fireworks. I know you guys hear this a lot, but I am really excited to do this demo. This pack is the RDXplosion shells by Raccoon. They're the 12 preloaded and ready to shoot shells, part of the Sawed Off series. And even though this is your tube and what you light, you get your fuse right there, these are still supposed to go 175 feet in the air, and they're saying higher than 1.75-inch canisters. Really interested to see how these shells perform, how they sound, how they break. So if we look on the side, these look to all have white glitter mines on them. And we've got a gold nishiki shell, purple green sea blue with chrysanthemum crackle, silver scrambler with blue and green with red glitter. Oh, I haven't seen the scrambling in a canister either. Gold scrambler with sea blue and magenta, silver nishiki with blue and red glitter. White strobe, blue with purple and green dahlia pistol, red sea blue yellow dahlia with chrysanthemum crackle, blue with purple palm center, blue with green palm center, multicolor stars with purple palm center, and chrysanthemum crackle red plums. Well, I was originally going to try and find some shells that match these and run some consumer cans up against them for the final 6. That I don't think is going to happen, but I am still going to do 6 shells direct matched. And then the second 6 shells, I'm going to do 1 RDX followed by a consumer can. And let's check out the height difference and the break size on these. Now, taking a little closer look at these shells, they are all labeled white glitter mine, silver nishiki with blue and red glitter. It's sawed off. This is our fuse, and it's attached to a base, which also has screw holes in it as well. So what I think I am going to do is one of these old shelves that I have from the pyro shed, I'm going to screw down all of these shelves to that piece of plywood to give it the stability, and then I'm going to see if I can match. The fuse does disappear under this base, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to match them, or maybe I will just go out there and hand light these ones. But we do have instructions on how to use it. Peel back the fuse protective sticker on the side to expose the fuse. Place on a hard flat surface. Do not place on soft grass or an unstable surface. Extend the fuse and prepare to light. 3, make sure your audience is a safe distance away. Keep head clear of tube, light fuse, and move away quickly. And we pull this down. We do have that fuse in here, and it runs into that hard plastic and then underneath. So I may not be able to poke these, or maybe I can just poke into the side as well, about where that fuse lines up. I don't know, I'm gonna have to mess with that some. But there are plastic caps on the top here, and if we pop one of those off, which I'm gonna pop these off anyway, just so we don't have the trash. You know how I feel about the stupid plastic caps. You know, this just looks like a standard cake plug. We got the nice wide bore, the cardboard tube, and really curious to see how these compare against some 1.75-inch cans. So off camera, I'm going to work on some of the prep, see if I can find black powder or not by poking in somewhere else, but that is a really thick wall to go through. Or maybe I'll just Talon them all so I can still e-fire them. I don't know. I'm going to mess with them some, and let's see. Alright, so here's what I did with the RDX shells. First, I took off all these stupid plastic caps. They're not going to do any good. Why have them for trash? And I had this piece of scrap, 3/4 inch material, so 1/2 inch, 1 inch stock, so 3/4 inch nominal. And I used some number 8 1 inch screws that I had. I think number 6 3/4 would have been perfect for it, but I didn't have any in the wood shop. I actually ran out of them, but the 1 inch still worked. So I'm doing 2 screws and an angle on each one. I'm not doing all 4 screws. And I torqued it down really soft so we wouldn't break this plastic, but it does actually bend in nice. And we got a really firm grip on these. They aren't going anywhere. I have the fuses all on this side for these 2 rows. On the far side on the next row, And I'm just going to use Talons to light these. And then after I shoot them all, I'm going to take these apart and see if there's a good way that I can poke into it. If I can just poke into the side here where it doesn't have that extra plastic up. But with only having one set of those, I didn't want to risk it. I'm going to do 6 of them standalone as they are. And then I grabbed out of my spare shells a set of Manhattan Project by Great American Fireworks Company, Superior Fireworks. And I'm going to do 1 RDX and then a direct matched Manhattan Project can, so we can look at height comparison and break size comparison on these last 6. So I'm going to drag all this stuff out to the field and check out how these sawed-off shells look. I am really excited to see them. I've been dying to see them since Raccoon did the post on them, and we're going to find out how they look now and what that height is. Thanks, everyone.